the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Gets a risky buff in. Saw that coming. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Ooh, net turns out. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player proceed looking for something with Isara. Checking with the fire. How will they react? Hits that with confidence. All in with the rush. Player two, no hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSFW. Is it over? Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player two has got it.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Sets up with the jump in. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Drive usage will be very important here for both fighters. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Was looking for that jump attack. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Recovers from burnout. Down to the wire. Player one creates a KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Knockdown. Risky up-close scrap still going. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch.
Prepare for turbulence!
Uses the gauge for the super! They're not playing around here. Quick breather. They must have tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player two creates a good corner open. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Burnout activates. Both drive rush to keep it going. Player one in trouble with no drive. This is a critical activation star to get some help on the field. If the super doesn't hit, a quick breather. Player one might have fires off a KO. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Who's going to start things off? Lays down a whirlwind. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in? They're trading attack. You've got to be springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Clutch anti-air. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs all in with a rush. Knew the throw was coming. They trade hits. Player burns out. This is a critical moment. Here comes Joe. Chips him for the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Surprises them with a drive rush. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Okay, creating some space here. Drive rush to keep it going. Recovers from burnout. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Knockout springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 fires off the Shinku Hadouken. A quick breather. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. Zones with the fireball. Okay, creating some space here. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Opts to create space to start. Experiencing burnout. That combo did decent damage. The quarter. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown and Shinku Hadouken. Player 1, they're going for the super art. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Nails the anti-air. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Gets back into the corner with pressure. With this super art connect, gets it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets the jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Player 2 drops below on gauge stock, but a good call to take that round. Checks with a medium kick. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Life lead is there. Betting it all on the top. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. You get a lot more out of a counter throw than a normal one. Player 1 has the life advantage. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Uses perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity and get some? Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Neither springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Player 1 will need to use their meter here. Ooh, what a smart throw!
Kiss the ground!
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Calls out their shot and responds with authority. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Just go for it! How did they anticipate that jump in? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Decides not to rush in without a plan. Looking to impress with this super.
Prepare for turbulence!
Cashes out of the gauge to summon out to air. Not even the eye of the storm is fading. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Player 1 breaks it. Throws him. Player 2 burns out. This is a complete shutdown. They pimped and leaches them big over in a flash. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round, solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. That drive impact doesn't get through. The jump in is denied. Nails the anti-air. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 can't afford to end the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Well-timed corner switch. Steals back a chance. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side step. Just goes for it at this range. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Do they have enough drive gauge? Like, genius read with that throw escape. Not much fun. Will this super art do anything? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here, experiencing burnout. Doesn't take the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump for it. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. From up above. They hit each other. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Goes for the rush, experiencing burnout. Player in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets them with the anti-air. Oh, with the throw. Scrapping it out up close. Wait, burnout activates. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Side switch in the corner. Jumps, drives, in fact misses. Solid anti-air. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Are we gonna see a comeback here? You've gotta be mindful of reach in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will... This is gonna hurt! Super arts to show up what a PhD in fighters super! Taking a ride on Altair! Don't worry, this ride won't cost you a dollar, but that life gauge is gonna howl! Anti-air in the clutch! Sticks out a kick! They're taking a step back to slip, drops him hard! Connects with the throw! Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. All in with a rush. Shrugs that off. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Who will set the bait at this range? Stops while they're blinking. This can lead to some big damage. Burns out. Ugh, take a hit. It is over. Player 1 has got to be doing good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1. Fight.
Whirlwind shot. Let's see how these two try to set the tone of the match. Knocks them out of the air. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Both of them have entered burnout stage, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Recovers from burnout. KO! Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Jump! All in with a rush. Life closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Still plenty of time left. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Both fighters overhead. Broad super art incoming. Excellent read. All in with a rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
And they burn out in sync. Close range projectile. Dangerous range here. Keeps him out. Nothing stops this train. Forward rush. Throws him. It burns out. Are they going to be able to come? Sets up with the jump in. Ugh, take a What a seat! The jump-in is denied. Noticeable crowns him from above. What a statement with that jump. It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
Hit the drive. Let's see how these two try to set the tone of the match. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Uses the parry. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Did well to get the buff in there. Taking stock. They trade hits, and now? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big counter. Experiencing burnout. This is a critical point of the round where they just keep it. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. But they can't squander this punish counter kick. KO. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Who's going to start things off? Jumps up. Scrapping it out up close. Fires off a whirlwind. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? Gets them with the anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Lays down a whirlwind. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Jumps in. Big throws. Both Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. A real test of nerves here. The pace quickens after trading hit plus anti-air. Breaks it. Will they gamble? That was the highest I've ever seen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Jumps up solid anti-air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. All in with the rush. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Whirlwind shot. Changes the pace with a fireball. Fires without warning. Starts with whirlwind. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Jump! Crowns them from above. Escapes the corner. What's next? Sticks out a kick. This is gonna hurt. What a finish! Player 2.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knocked down. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. 3-volt? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. A quick breather. Player 2, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Ooh, there's a side. This is gonna hurt. Anti-air in the clutch. Dangerous range here. This can lead to some big damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Leg kick. Closing moments of the match. Ooh, does them dirty. Both sides getting hit them with the drive impact. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Got their eye on the air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. That was a solid anti-air. Gets the jump in. Oh, whiffs the grab. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Gets right in there. Goes for the drive rush there. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Departure! Will gain control of the match in the early going. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. You want to avoid blocking a drive impact near the corner because it'll result in a big wall splat even on block. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Doing some quick planning? Zones with the fireball. Dashes forward. Throwing some shade. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Departure set. Gets a risky puff in. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Their will to win is really being tested here. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. And eats it. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Departure. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Both fighters have a full super... All in with a jump! The super hard there! What's coming next? Amazing! No! This will break them! The Triglav skewers them! What are they gonna do? Perfect execution with the anti-air! Oh my god, they just jumped it up! Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Crowns them from above. No hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSFW. Oh, hits the critical line. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Only a little bit of drive and life left. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Bumps up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Now they get pushed into the corner. Oh! Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws them. What's next? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Heading into the end game now. Experiencing burnout. Hits him for the stun. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Torbalan! A quick breather. Uses the target combo with a fillip. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1 in dire straits. They're going for the super art. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Oh, here we go. Reversal. Just go for it. Torbalan incoming. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Starting the party. Player overhead, but it won't work. Links it. Who's going to take the initiative here? Both of them back off. They may be prepared flatlines zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Drive boosted Hadouken. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. 3-volt ices them. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Quick impact, squat. Hides nothing but air. What now? Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, they changed sides. Ooh, you never stone cold and break. You can't block those. Player 1 gets him with a Euro step. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. All in with a rush. Punish counter on the action. Links it. Player 2 can't use any turns out. I called it. I called it. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Feints. Nails the anti-air.
My turn.
A dangerous... Oh! There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Goes in, up there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Both players all takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. I think they decided to create some distance here in order to slow down the KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks? Carries to cancel the fireball. Player 1 spent the super art to take the last round, but how will they handle the meter deficit? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Burnout activates. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's the hits him with a stop and bob? Going in? Jumps? Crowns him from above. Bandit Kid inspires off the Chernobyl. What's next? Hits the drive. Uses the teleport. Connects with the throw. The next link. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent adds a bit of OG spice there. The last round could have gone either way, and now we have ourselves a real match. Anything can happen, so expect the unexpected. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player, ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Their spacing is so on perfect execution with the anti-air. Big time whip! Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some make. There's a burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Player 2 is in a super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Hits it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Reads the jumping perfectly. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A jump?
It's not over.
Wait, oh! It's enough? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Reads them. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Looks like they want to put a noose pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? The super KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries the projectile. Three glove. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter loop, springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Hits them with a stop and bow. Not going anywhere. And burnout activates. That combo finishes it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Bumps up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Our fighters are at an anti-air in this one. Break them. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Crowns them from above. Oh, could be the start of something. Player 1 with a lead drops them from the air. Good judgment there. They're taking a step back, uses the teleport. Doing some quick planning. Nice fire, forward rush. Dash. Meets them air to air. Halfway through the round. Hugs nothing but air. Escapes with the reversal. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last solid anti-air. Cross-up attack. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here we're getting it all on this level 2 super art. Parries the reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 gets them in the air. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hopes with the medium kick. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Put one in the pocket. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes a trip. Goes for the drive rush there. Does a good job of pushing back. All right, what's coming up next? They break things off to take a quick breather. Down to the wire. Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 has completely used all of their drive to XKO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Throwing some shade. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Goes for the drive rush there. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Knockdown and escapes with a reversal. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Stone Cold Embrace. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Looking for a hole. Blood perfect parry under pressure. Timing their parry just as the attack was coming triggered a perfect parry. Now they have a chance to go on the offensive. Borderline incoming. So, what's next? Both sides getting ready. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Uses their drive gauge. Breaks it. What now? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Drops them from the air. Gets them with a Euro step. With getting it all on this level 2 super art. What were they thinking? And they burn out in sync. Reads the jump in perfectly. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Spent it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Just the Chernobyl rip. It's gut check time for both fighters. Immaculate counter. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replays. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A parry? Clean parry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The attack is parried. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. But there's a wall splash. They can't get some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throwing some shade. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Gets a risky buck in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters have a full super meter. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Drops him hard. This unleashes some big damage. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super!
Did not miss that chance and takes the round! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Through the door. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 closed out the last round with a super. They spent that cash, but will it come back to bite them? Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Player 2 has the super, uses their drive gauge. They are not getting close to each other. Lynching! Reversal! Turns a breather to reset the situation. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
All in with a rush!
All the throw connects. Escapes with the reversal.
Uses the teleport. Getting it all on the drive rush.
Looking for a hold. Good decision with that throw.
Both sides getting ready.
Notice reads the jump in perfectly. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 1 made all the right moves.